Welcome back to Junker Clunkers. I am Grady, your host as normal. Today's video, we've got the Jeep back. In the last episode, we pulled the old junk starter out, put in a used but newer starter. It didn't work. So this week, we warrantied it out. So today, we're gonna get that starter installed. Hopefully there's nothing else wrong as far as wiring or anything like that. I don't believe there is, but it is a Jeep. It has a mind of its own. Anybody that's owned a Jeep will understand what I just said. So let's get at it. Almost forgot the bolts. Almost forgot the bolts. That would have been annoying to get all the way up in there and all of a sudden you can't get the damn thing on. Here we go. All right. Get our stool set up under there. Starter down there. We got our bolts in our pocket. 13, 15, and a 14 I think is what we needed, right? Yeah, there's 14 there. We'll get you guys set up to hopefully be able to see some of this. Hopefully. Let's get at this. Get this installed. We don't have to sit out in the cold. It's like 28 degrees, so it's almost a heat wave up here, guys. Brr, guys. Brr! Alright. That damn camera died on me. Let's see if we can get this going again. Tighten up these cables. Probably going to need to throw the jump on it just because it's been kind of dead. Make sure these are both snug. Which they are. We're going to throw the jump pack on it. But in this case, the jumper cables from the box charger. Just because it's been a little while since you started. Go to jump, we'll get you guys closer. See if we can go jump it now. I gotta go find the keys. I think the keys are right inside. I'll be right back in 2 seconds, guys. Don't go nowhere. Ignition is on. Here we go. Hell yeah! All right. Boy, that makes me happy. That makes me very happy. She started right up, no problem. I didn't think it was a wiring issue of any sorts at all. So, we're in good shape there. We do have another problem going on with it. It is overheating. I'm not sure. I replaced the radiator, the hoses. I believe the water pump I replaced. It looks new, so I'm pretty sure I replaced that. The only thing that I didn't touch was the thermostat. So I think what we're going to do is probably pop that off. We're going to pop that off, and we'll see. See if we can replace that probably. Alright guys, so thermostat lives right in this housing here. There's a bolt right here, and then a bolt right on the bottom. The housing is pretty wet, so I'm thinking we might have to replace the housing. If not, maybe a gasket's let go. So let's go ahead and pull these, what look like two 13s, and we'll get it out. It's gonna obviously leak some coolant. No big deal, but let's get that. Let's get those two 13s taken out and go from there. At least I think they're 13s. Kind of seems like the belt might have to be slipped off, which is actually okay because I'd like to check the water pump. Like I said, I did replace it, and it's a 1/2 inch, I think. Yeah, it's a 1/2 inch. Like I said, I would like to just check the water pump to make sure it's okay. Sometimes these Jeeps are a little tougher to get into place. Okay, slip that off there. Set that off to the side. Just gonna take the belt off for now so we don't get any crap on it while we're doing this thermostat and or whatever else we're gonna have to do. Seems nice and tight. I don't think we got any problems with the thermostat, to be honest with you. I mean with the water pump. I don't think we have any problems with the water pump. It seems nice and tight. The impella is good. Everything seems okay. So let's get those. What did I say they were? Did I say there was a 13s? Get those off. We go from there. Probably gonna end up replacing the whole housing, because if I remember right, it's pretty cheap. Oh yeah, that's pretty loose too. They're pretty cheap to replace, and I think they're just made out of aluminum or cast aluminum or something like that. I know it's hard for you guys to see what I'm doing, but there's a bolt on the bottom of the thermostat housing, and it's just a 13. A lot of Permatex up on that. I'm gonna grab a flathead and get these off so I have a little more room. The sensor just unplugs. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to replace that either. All this stuff is probably pretty short money for some preventative maintenance. So, hello Brittany.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, we'll get it start. Watch out, just in case it spews it. I don't want to get your salad you just got. And here comes the water.
We have fan mail.
Yeah, we'll have to read it later. Man, that hose is awful.
Huh?
Awful tight. Want to make sure you take all your hose clamps and get them off to the side so you don't lose them. Come on, man. She's coming. We've only lost a little bit so far. No big deal. Oh, let's get this other 13 off and see where we're at. Yeah, they weren't very tight at all. I imagine this is going to make a pretty good sized mess. You just make sure you have a bucket under the vehicle. threads are pretty gummed up. I'll have to take the whiz wheel to them, or the wire wheel to them. Not whiz wheel, you ruin them. If I had to guess, there's a bunch of Permatex clumped up to this thing. Just a guess. But in general, these don't feel good at all. I'll have to pick all the crap out of the holes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jeez. Yeah. A lot of crap in there. I was holding that. That should be it. Just wiggle it side to side, out to in. What the heck? Should just be 2, I believe. Yep, there we go. That seal has seen better days on top of all the Permatex that they use. And here's gonna be a lot more coolant right here when I pop this thermostat off. All right, see ya. Huh. That went way down there, of course. The hell did it go? Right out of my reach. Right out of my reach, Brittany!
Overheating. What is tracking? What do you got now?
Good reaching.
What do you got for
Maybe. You're not that hungry?
No, I said I was just
Yeah. There's the thermostat. We're probably going to replace most of all that crap. Probably. Good thing is I don't feel any crap in there. All looks pretty clean, so we're gonna go look up some parts and get back with you guys in here in a couple minutes. All right, so we're just gonna replace the thermostat, clean up the housing, clean up the base there, and if we have any more problems, then we'll go from there. But I don't know, I'm just trying to be cheap because I don't really know how much longer this motor personally has on this earth, you know what I mean? So we're gonna clean up these bolts a little bit with just a little bit of wire wheel. So I'm gonna go clean this up and I'll get back at you. I'll do the other one too. I don't think you guys want to watch this whole thing being cleaned, so we'll get back at you here in a minute. All right guys, as you can see here, I've cleaned up the mating surfaces. I cleaned up the best I could. A lot of this crap just doesn't want to come off. Also, the other reason we're not replacing the gasket is because they don't have it in stock. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna use some Permatex high temp. I sprayed this down, cleaned it up, wiped it down. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple of minutes to evaporate the brake cleaner. And then we'll put a layer of Permatex on, spread it. Brittany's going to get the thermostat. And yeah, so we'll bring you back once we get that stuff going. That Permatex did not hold. So I had to go out and order this gasket. So what we're gonna do is basically the job again. I'll probably fast forward this so y'all ain't gonna see all this crap again, but that's the dealio. Unfortunately, the Permatex was not, it didn't have enough time to set up. It's my fault. It's not Permatex's fault. But that's where we're at. Just gotta get this out of the way. The belt's gonna squeal a little bit anyhow because of coolant. Ain't no big deal. I just gotta redo what I did. So cue the music, cue the fast forward, one of those. You guys probably can't see too well there anyhow, so here we go. Let's go ahead and add some coolant. Try and get some air bubbles out of it before we start it. Lots of air coming through. I hear pissing already. Yeah, we're already pissing. Guess it's kind of looking like the thermostat housing. I didn't see any cracks in the damn thing either time I had it out. Either damn time I've had this out. I'm trying to crunch those down a little more, but really don't know. Yeah, it's fucking tight. Those are tight. Oh. So, that's great. That's absolutely great. I'm out of money. I'm out of luck. I don't have much of a choice on this one, guys. I gotta call it. We'll get back to it when we got money. And I don't know what we're gonna do till then. The F-350 died this morning, and this was kind of my saving grace. But hey, you know what? Sometimes these things happen. I don't know what else I could say. I guess stay tuned for what's to come with it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Alright guys, ended up not quitting. Ran down to AutoZone, picked up a thermostat housing. As you can see there. and a new gasket. See, there's no leaks. I don't know if you guys can see in there. It is smoking a bit. It's pulling everywhere. So thermostat housing, gasket, and I got a new temp sensor on order. It'll be in tomorrow. I took it back down to nothing again, cleaned the hell out of it, dried it, put Permatex on both sides of the seal this time with the new housing on, and she's not leaking. So let's hope and pray that that is going to hold, so we have a vehicle to drive. I'll bring you guys back after she warms up. We'll go from there. So I was driving today, and you know, all of a sudden, boom, there goes the temperature gauge again. So I thought we had fixed it last week. I guess not. So the fans aren't coming on. I got a couple suspicions. Pretty sure we know what it is, but I just want to verify that it is what it is. Hopefully you guys can see down there. I really apologize if you can't, but there's this this plug right there. I just got to unplug here, just like that. I got to grab my power probe real quick. I don't know, guys. I just want to see if this damn thing jumps, if it actually works, or if the fan's burnt up. The fan's burnt up. I have another one. There we go. Let's see if it does. Alright. Fan works. The fan works, so we're gonna try my other theory. Alright guys, so we've got that verified that there is movement in that fan. I don't know where my 7mm is. I'm just using a pair of vice grips. Go ahead and comment how wrong I am in the description there. You should never do that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. Darn thing's stuck on there pretty good for some reason. There we go. Oh, hey, we're in luck. We're in some kind of luck here. Yeah. So, what I'm thinking happens is that this, there's a relay right here, and as you can see, somebody's been in here before. Actually, there's only one bolt holding it on, and if you look, you can see that water's been dripping down on that. I'm thinking that is the problem, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace that, and then we will probably hook up the computer and see if that's the problem, you know, because it wasn't even kicking on. Okay. So now this should be able to come out. You can see it's all corroded. Hoping that this is going to be it. We have our new one. Value craft part number 19303VC. Alright guys, so we got that all put back together. As you can see, we're going to grab the scan tool, go in the cab and see if our fan turns on. All right, guys, so we are in the Jeep. All right, guys, so we're in the Jeep. We're gonna go ahead and scan. We're gonna try and control the fan. This is a 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee. We want to go engine, AC with or automatic transmission with AC. Then we want to go down to function test. This is the Solus Edge, FYI. ATMS test. And we want to go to the radiator fan, I think it was called, on this one. Radiator relay. Switch it off. Still hear nothing. Not what I want to hear. Maybe there was another mode that I wasn't privy to. I don't know. Alright guys, I made a stupid mistake. I forgot to plug the, you can't really see it. I forgot to plug the fan back in. But you can see in here, it's running. So let's shut the relay off, back her out, and get her heated up and see what it does. See if it turns on when it's supposed to. I'll bring you back once it heats up, guys. Alright, so coolant temp, where the heck are we? Coolant temp is at 149 right now. I actually wanted to see if this temperature gauge was semi-correct, so this is a good test for it. We're gonna keep heating it up, bring you back. All right, so we're getting closer. We're at 190, 188. $181. So thermostat just opened, because I believe that's a 190 thermostat. So the thermostat just opened. I believe that's a 190 thermostat. So we'll keep running it. All right, guys, fan just kicked on. So let's see if it cools it. If it goes any higher than 212. Really hoping it doesn't. There we go. It's down to 210. 208. It is working. Finally. 204. Yeah, it's going down. So I'm gonna let this run for probably another 10 minutes or so and make sure that it's not gonna overheat. And we'll probably bring you back and show you. Alright guys, she's been running for probably half hour, 45 minutes. It's gone up to 212, and that's as high as it climbed. And yeah, so it's looking pretty good. I think we finally got it. I'm very happy. But one thing that I gotta say, overheating this has not been the greatest thing for it. Obviously, you guys know that overheating a motor can cause damage, and I think it messed up the water pump. I'm getting a howling pretty good out of the water pump now, and that's only a little bit old. I don't think I can warranty that just because of it, it overheating. Technically, that's consumer's fault, not manufacturer. But either way, we're gonna have to replace that very soon. But at least we have the Jeep back. I'm very excited to say that the Jeep is back up and going. I have been using it the last few days, and as of this afternoon was the first time it overheated again. So I thought we had taken care of that problem. So yeah, I mean, we know now that we have. At least I hope the heck so. This has been a very, very annoying problem. And there's probably some people out there that are yelling at the computer as I'm doing stuff, and they're saying, it's this, it's this, it's this the whole time, and then it, you know, it ended up being just a relay. But hey, you live and you learn, and now I know, so I don't plan on getting rid of my Jeeps anytime soon, so it's just knowledge for the future. So, hey guys, don't get discouraged. I mean, I gotta tell you, I've been so discouraged on this thing lately. When I'm not able to figure something out, it really bothers me. I actually lose sleep over it. So I'm sure there's some people out there that are the same way. But I just gotta say, don't get discouraged. Just keep working at it. Do the research. You'll figure it out. It's only parts, right? So with that being said, we're gonna end it here, and hopefully you guys have a very good night, day, weekend. I'm not sure when this video is coming out. It's kind of hard to be doing any recording when it's storming, because I don't have much heat in my shop right now, and it's just too cold. So I want to bring you guys the content, but not having heat in the shop kind of makes it brutal, and I just don't want to be out there when it's that cold. So everybody, please keep sharing, subscribing. And we'll get up there to that 1,000 subscribers sooner or later here, and we'll be able to bring you a lot better content, a lot faster. So, thanks guys. Have yourself a good one.